Welcome back everyone, my name is Arvind Reddy. One of the frequently asked questions on this platform is, which is the best laptop for programming? Now first of all, you don't need a high-end machine to learn programming or even to write a code. I remember last year I met a guy who developed a game in a mobile phone. Can you imagine that? That simply means you don't need even a computer, a big computer to write a code. Now let's move towards the serious coding. Let's say if you want to work on a big project, what type of laptop you should be buying? Of course, right, when you learn programming, that's your ultimate aim, right? You want to build a project. Now, which is the best laptop is all depend upon two factors. The first one is your budget. The second one is what type of work you're going to do. So let's start with the first one. Now, when it comes to budget, we have three different ranges, right? We have high-end machines, we have mid-range machines, and then we have low-budget machines. Now, when I talk about high-end, of course, we have one big option, which is Macbook. I'm a big fan of Macbook, so I'm using Macbook from last 3 years and I'm enjoying it. The current one which I'm using is MacBook Pro 15-inch, and this is one of the best machines available for programming for multiple reasons. The first reason, it is very easy to use. The second one, it gives you a feel of Linux as well, and it doesn't lag. Now yes, I know a lot of people, they don't like Apple machines, and that's perfectly fine, but I prefer MacBook as my first preference. Other than that, you can also go for Dell XPS. Now that is one machine which I wanted to buy, but then I went for MacBook, so I have not bought it. And the third one we have is Dell G series. So Dell G series is a gaming series now, and I have not checked it. I have not even seen the review of it, but then the specs looks awesome. So yes, if your budget is very good, you can go for that. Now, before going for mid-range and low-budget laptops, let me also talk about the type of work you're going to do. So let's say if you want to get into Android, and if you want to get into designing, let's say if you want to work with Photoshop, I would suggest go for at least i5 machines, okay? It's not that you cannot do that in i3 machine, you can, but then it will lag for sure. Every time you try to export your file, every time you try to run the code in the emulator, it may hang, okay? So it will waste a lot of your time. It also demotivates a lot of programmers to see that performance. In fact, I bought this laptop recently. This is a Lenovo machine. This is not a high-end machine. I bought this just for the portability, so if I want to go somewhere. So you can see this is a AMD A9 machine. Okay, when I bought this, I was having good amount of expectation. But then the moment I installed Windows on this, it was lagging, okay? Nowadays, it's not just about CPU, it's not just about RAM, it's also about type of hardware you're working with. We do buy machine with good CPU, right? We buy i5, we buy i7, and then we also focus on RAM. We want 16 GB RAM, we want 12 GB RAM, but then we don't focus on hard drive. What if I say the bottleneck nowadays is the hard drive, the slow hard drive which we use? And that's why I would suggest you to go for SSD type of laptops. Now, if you're buying a laptop which has SSD, that's great. Otherwise, whenever you buy a laptop, go for, let's say if your budget is 50, go with a laptop of 40K, and then you can spend that 10,000 on an SSD. And trust me, the performance of a laptop with SSD will be higher than the laptop which you're buying earlier. So if you're buying a machine, also check for M2 slot. And that's where we are going for the next one, which is mid-range laptops. Now, if you're going for a mid-range laptop, make sure that you buy a laptop with SSD. If you don't have SSD installed, make sure that you install a SSD. So you can buy SSD online. So you can do that by yourself. In fact, I did it for this machine. It's very easy actually. Then we go for the low-range machines. Now, first of all, I would never suggest you to go for a low-range machine. No, don't even think about the i3 older generation. If you're going for i3, I would suggest at least go for 8th generation. But still, I would suggest to go for i5, or maybe you can go for AMD versions as well. In fact, I'm a big fan of AMD, so my desktop is AMD based, which is AMD Ryzen. The laptop is also AMD. The other machine we have Intel, which is of ASUS. In fact, that's one of the best mid-range machine we have. So if you want to go for mid-range, I would suggest I have ASUS ROG. You can also go for the new version of ASUS gaming machine. In fact, I feel, we don't have any specific machines for programmers, right? We have machines for business people, we have machines for students, we have machines for animators, right? Gamers. We don't have machines for programmers. I realize the gaming machine is actually a programming machine, okay? So whatever features you have in gaming machine, like we have a good CPU cycle, we have fast RAM with a high frequency, we have SSD as well nowadays. That is your programming machine actually. So you can go for that. So this is awesome, the ASUS ROG machine, but the new version is tough, I guess. You can go for that. Otherwise, for lower end machine, if you don't have a budget, that's fine, you can go for that, but make sure that you upgrade it to SSD. That's very important. There is one important tip. It doesn't matter what laptop you buy, make sure that you install Linux. Start using Linux now because you are a programmer, right? Of course, you should be getting that feel of programming. We don't get that on Windows. We get that on Mac and Linux. So if you're going for a normal laptop, not an Apple machine, install Linux. That's very important. Or you can also go for dual boot, that also works. You can use Linux for programming purpose. If you want to play a game, if you want to install some software which you cannot install on Linux, you have a Windows for backup, right? You can do that. In fact, I do that on all my machines here. We have dual boot here. Okay, that's about this. Now, if you want to find the laptops, of course, right, next year the machine will change, so I cannot put that in this video. So you can description area, you will see all the links there. Those are affiliated links from Amazon. You can just check them out. And if you want, you can also buy them. Those are good machines which are listed there. So just to reiterate, if you can go for high-end machines, for high-end, I would suggest go for MacBook. In MacBook also, we can go for MacBook Air or you can go for MacBook Pro. I prefer Pro because it has a good amount of graphic card. Let's say if you want to learn blockchain in future, if you want to get into AI in future, that will help for sure. And it also helps for editing purpose. The next machine for high-end, we have Dell XPS or you can go for Dell G series. For the mid-range, I would suggest go for Asus TUF, which is a good machine. And then we also have some mid-range machine. You can check the description area for that. And if you're going for lower end, we have this machine which looks good because of it has M2 slot. That's it. Maybe you can find some other M2 slot machines as well. Do check them out. Just go to Google and search for laptops with M2 slot. Even if you don't have M2 card in the machine, that's fine. You can just buy it later. So save some money and buy that M2 card. So that's it, everyone. That's how you buy a laptop for programming. So it doesn't matter what laptop you buy, you can do programming in any machine. But think about future perspective. If you want to get into Android, go for a good machine. If you're going for iOS, you don't have a choice, you have to go for MacBook. But if you know that you will not be doing high-end tasks in programming, then you can go for any laptop, that's fine. So that's it, everyone. That's from this video. Let me know in the comment section if you have any more questions, and also suggest your favorite laptop or the laptop which you are using and your feedback on that, so that it will be helpful for others as well. So that's it. Bye-bye.